Hi ladies, welcome to April and my top 5 products for March. We're going to start off with a beautiful blush that I've really been loving. It's a coral peachy colour. It's called Coral Sunrise and it's a limited edition one, but we still have heaps of stock in it. But it's just one of those beautiful, bright, summery blushes that just gives a really beautiful peachy glow. Don't be afraid of the colour of blushes in the pan. They always look really bright, but they're designed to go onto the skin quite sheer and just give a beautiful light wash of colour and give your face some dimension. And this is a really beautiful, like I say, peachy orangey colour. It's just one of those colours we put on and you think, oh yes, that was designed for my skin tone, because it just looked perfect. So I've really been loving that. It's a matte, so it's fantastic for ladies with slightly open pores because it won't accentuate that. You want to stick with mattes rather than shimmer products, because shimmer products will really highlight open pores. So if you have that problem like me, then stick with the matte ones. One of the other products I've really been loving is a liquid lipstick, and this one is in the colour Malted. Looks like this. It's a really beautiful neutral colour, so if you're going for more dramatic eyes and you want to have a more subtle lip colour, this one is really lovely. It's what I would call a nude, so it's very much skin toned. It looks darker on there than what it is. It truly comes out about the colour of your lips. Now liquid lipsticks are kind of a cross between a lipstick and a lip gloss, so if you love the lip gloss style of application, and you're not so into wearing lipsticks but you'd like a little bit more colour, then these are fantastic. They're more like I would say an opaque lip gloss. So lip glosses tend to give a bit of a hint of colour and a lot of shine. These give a lot of shine but just a bit more colour to them. And what I really love about these is they've got peppermint in them, so they're very tingly and cooling when you put them on for about the first 15 minutes, and then that slowly wears off. So they get a bit addictive, like within half an hour usually I want to put more on because it was such a cool feeling. So I really love these, and like I say, I've really been loving the colour Malted. My third product for March that I've really been loving a lot is our facial highlighting pen. This is what it looks like. If you've never tried a highlighting pen before, what they do is they really brighten up the eye area, so great for dark shadowy areas. Different to a concealer, like a concealer is designed to cover things you don't want to be seen. Facial highlighting pens go over the top of your foundation normally, and they have ingredients in them that really help to brighten. And what it is it comes in a brush, and you just click it and the product starts to flow out the brush, and then you just paint it on under your eyes. A good area that's really good that can be a bit dark is just in here or just around your nose there, or sometimes you get a bit of a line here if you're tired. So that will just really blend it out and really brighten up the area. I haven't been tired lately, but I've just really been loving that whole look of brightening around the eye area. It tends to make you look younger and more alive. And yeah, it's a great product. It looks a little bit strange when you first put it on, but you just, because it's so bright, and then you just blend it in with your fingers and it will just melt into your foundation and just give you that nice awake look. So really loving the facial highlighting pen. One of the other things I've been really loving is more of a technique rather than an actual product, and it is putting my liquid foundation on with a natural haired bristle brush, which generally you don't do. You normally go for a synthetic brush because it doesn't hold the product, so you're not wasting a whole lot of product. But this technique is simply by just use something really smooth, and I use just the lid of my mineral powder foundation, but you could use a mirror or just a little pot or something that's smooth and shiny and not porous and is not going to soak up the product. You just put your tiny little dollop of foundation on there, and then the one I'm using is the mineral powder brush, and you just very gently dip it in there, like you barely even touch the foundation, and then start buffing it onto your skin, and you would be amazed at the finish it creates. It gives you a flawless skin because it actually buffs the product into the pores, so you're not pushing it deep in, but it's actually I kind of imagine it like placing product around the edge of the pores, so therefore you can't see them. So it does give you a really smooth finish. Hopefully that kind of made sense to you. And it gives you a full coverage look without really piling on and caking on a whole lot of foundation. So you're not really putting a lot of product on, but it gives you that really good coverage. So, but you will use less product. These brushes aren't designed for that, but it works really well. You could use a blush brush or probably wouldn't use a powder brush, but just something that's a bit smaller that you can really buff it in, and try and see what you think. But I really love the mineral powder brush just because it's flat. It gives that really good finish, and as long as you wash it out every now and then, you know, probably once a week or once a fortnight you should do, your brush will stay absolutely fine, and it won't have too much product in it. So really loving that technique. Give me a yell out if you try it, because I'd love to know how you found it and what your thoughts were on that technique. And then the fifth and final product that I've really been loving is I have an oilier skin, so therefore I have to touch up my makeup throughout the day, and of course you don't always want to be piling on a whole lot of extra powder to absorb the products. That's not particularly good for your skin. It's just going to clog up the pores, and if you keep on doing that during the day, then your makeup ends up looking a bit cakey and gluggy and whatnot, and that's not always fun. So the product that I've really been loving is, this is quite new to us, it's the Beauty Blotter's Oil Absorbing Tissues. So they come in a little pack like this. Fantastic for just having in your handbag. They kind of look like cigarette papers, as far as I can tell. I've never used cigarette papers, but that's what they look like to me. They're kind of a really thin rice paper. This is what they look like, and they've got sort of a, you can't see it and you can't feel it, but when it feels like a kind of a powdery finish, and you just blot all over, and you'd be amazed at how much oil these little tissues soak up off your face. And of course the great thing about them is they don't move your makeup. It doesn't take any makeup off your face at all, so therefore your makeup still looks absolutely perfect and in place, and you don't need to touch up, and it just makes it look really, really matte. So I love these. My partner thought that it was makeup that made skin look so oily and shiny, and I guess I gave him one to try one afternoon, and he couldn't believe how much oil came off his face just by using this one little tissue. So these are fantastic and really cheap. I mean, I think it's $20 for a pack of 75, so they last you for a long, long time. It's not like you have to use one every day. It's just, you know, when I'm out and about and makeup's starting to look a bit shiny and I don't want it to, so great for touch-ups for that. So absolutely love these. So that's my top 5 products that I've really been loving for March. Really looking forward to trying some new products in April. We've got the new lip glosses, which I have heard wonderful things about. They are incredibly shiny, and I will do a video for you guys as soon as my stock comes in. I'm expecting it this week so that you can see them. And we have new eyeliners, some new colours, yay, so we've got a new navy and a new plum colour eyeliner, which is something we've really been missing in our product range, so that's exciting. And we've got some new lip liners too, which are in a new formula with some new colours too. So I will see you in my next video with the new products, and yeah, I look forward to talking to you all again. Have a great month, bye!